Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. I was trying to figure out the best way to finger out that downtown reach around before my fingers figured out the best way for me to get out that front side of the graveyards that was trying to throw Shane's mama them new news. The new news be hitting different on the downside of the dark side of a downtown reach around. I just learned that Foxes is throwing out the douche juice cabooses before grandma could back that ass up into that monies. Oh, this is given to me by a particular giggle farts to where I don't know if you know this new conspiracy theories, y'all. Apparently that the giggle farts, two giggles and one farts, that video footage obviously don't exist. But then now they be blowing bubbles out their nose with boogie woogies, not spinning wheels and blowing them bigger than their chestnuts. I'll talk about triple double dink that says this. I'll talk about winning the Stanley Cups now. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. I was trying to get Frank Strong, but it turned out I was Chili Willy up in his monies. So I had to warm up my chestnuts. And the next thing you know, my testicles bust bony off the bone chain, and now your boy owes extra amounts of child support. Richard's wife knows all about the beef sleeve. If you want a deep snorkel dive down to how to where the beef sleeve originated, can I can I get some bump? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that got some brains. That's right. We be getting Frank Strong up in this money unless you know how to get Frank Strong. If you know how to get more Frank Strong than your boy, can you tell Arnold Schwarzenegger how to do 10 backflips before he drop a deuce and hits that money off that crusty truffle butter shuffle? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. I need some hands up in the chickadee chat, y'all. Chickadee chat, y'all being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up? I thought I was gonna be a naughty schoolgirl, and then you made my crusty truffle butter shuffle a little bit dry. Y'all made that dry rye bread that I made my hooch and my granny's boot from. You think that I don't know what's going on here. We have a failures to communicate, the communication levels of how many times the communication levels discommunicate before I gotta plug my circuit breaker back in to make the heater stop running. I thought it was gonna fuck the computer up. It fucked up the heater. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that got some brains. Could you holler at your boy? Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Shane's mama will not get moist until you bust. So bust and then let us know when you bust. You don't even know how to bust unless you shove two knuckles in your douche juice caboose. I don't know how many knuckles it takes for you, but I mean, it takes a little bit of free 99 downtown reach around from skip for your boy to bust. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. I was trying to figure out how many times my buzz got to get caught before my buzz goes for a downtown reach around. And then them bumblebees reach out and grab that special honeys straight out the front side of my diaper white bees and making my camel toe stretch out. Stretch out to where my chickens don't even fit up in that money. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We're starving. Tell him, Frank, we starving. Boney's off the chain. Does it look like I got a chain on, Richard? I got eyeballs on my thiggity things. But I'm being a naughty schoolgirl, and your wife tells me I need after school detentions, Richard. She tells me I got to sit on her desk, Richard. What am I supposed to do here? Do I just curtsy or do I sit on her face? Where do I put Boney since he bust out the bone chain? Can I get some brain? Boney is neither here nor there's. You're in that, Boney. Are you sure, sir? You really sure? You think that your beef sleeve is gonna outmaster the shocker than the blocker? You think you're gonna figure out the best way to defeat gravities? How many times does it take to defeat gravities before you figure out that the moon is fully made of cheese? And how many times it takes that downtown reach around before grandma makes my backsplash look like Richard's wife's face? If anybody needs Shane's mama to get moist, can I get some free Shane's? Because I'm just saying, Shane's mama is demoisturized like Shaboy. She looking like she wearing that camel toe from that zombie coat brand diaper wipey. She looking like she be hitting them multiples off of Teimu. She ain't getting that good Tyrone chicken. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brain. Can I get the eyeballs back on my camel toe? I've been trying to play the plinko. I've been trying to play the wheel. Every time I try to play the wheel plays me. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody. They got some brains. How many times you ever figure out the best way to do a downtown reach around when Juan pulls out his big ass ovipositor, shooting Nerf bullets up in the front side of your camel toes? That's like one of them Plinko wheel chips. Ain't no brains here. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. That's right, the moisture levels is going off through the chain of the 10 down by the river. Why do you think these yardbirds out here trying to hit these roses off of Teimu? I'm trying to get them a good price. I try to put them on their spit goggles. You need to be contained for when the moisture levels go shooting straight to the eyeballs. Whatever ball, your blue balls, you do not need no blue balls if you ever hit them roses off at Temu for that low, liggity, low price. I'm trying to inform y'all. You need to hit these low, liggity, low multiples with the rolls off of Temu. Why in the hell y'all messing around with anything different? Y'all messing with that zombie coat brand diaper wipey. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken, y'all? Unless you need to hit a multiple with the rose. Can I get the yap? Are you ready to be a naughty schoolgirl with when it's time to learn your lessons? That is not the right ways to go rounds about a downtown reach out rounds. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. It look he be hitting them multiples with them roses. That's. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get some brains, y'all? Dang, that thing just went flying, Frank. I don't even know what that was. That little like Boney just busted off a nub off his thumbs up. If y'all keep tippity tapping, I'm about to end up in a whole load of douche juice caboose with grandma. And that is not the type of time I want to be on. I think that grandma is over here in cahoots with El Presidente trying to figure out the best way that I could get grounded and had to stay after class because I've been naughty, y'all. Oh boy, be getting naughties. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. What up, Tama? I see that through my one eye. Ain't no brains here. Hey, Tama. You say I've been getting naughty with my rose, Tama. How many new-news do I gotta do before we get naughties? Eyeballs up in the chicken chat, y'all. Ain't no brains here. I was just trying to figure out the best way to get the finger in my downtown reach around before my downtown reach around figured out how to finger me better. And that turned out from going to advertising at the Taco Bell drive through. That Taco Bell drive through the number one way to hit up them monies, y'all. Y'all over here thinking about how many times you gonna figure out how many times I fingered that one grandma talking about there ain't no multiples to ever be hits. That you gonna want to get over there to that Taco Bell drive-through over there at the Subway. I'm telling y'all, Papa John's they got nothings on their monies. Can I get some brain? Thank y'all for the sub and got a little bit of diversion of a downtown reach around. How many diversions of where your downtown reach around could turn out into how many times you could turn over your apple turnovers before the apple turnover turns into grandma's yesterday glizzy juice. Then maybe we could holler at your boy. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken chat, y'all? Eyes. I thought we were gonna be naughty together, and now you just wanna talk to my roses. And Richard's wife, shout out to B Sleeve. Maybe know somebody. I thought that we were gonna clean up the times when my roses be hitting multiples and y'all keep being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken chat? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that's up. Can I get some brains up in the chicken chat? Since y'all be camel toeing on my camel toe, how many times my prolapse got a prolapse on your prolapse before my rose gonna hit them multiples? Hold on, me. I'm on Z. Welcome back to the dark side. We the banana families over here. If you don't even know a little thing or two about the banana families, this is Skip Snip Slip. He got one of them guys pies all over that money. Guys, pie is the only pie place in the whole pie. Sound like I found out where my rose charger went up the backside of my douche juice caboose. Can I get some brains, y'all? Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Where you stumble onto the dark side and you're starting to be a naughty schoolgirl. It's time for y'all to start tippity tippity tapping all the way till grandma starts clapping her clam slam all over the front side of my mouth. I'm trying to get my mouth extra juicy. I try to nip it slippy. I try to be naughty, YouTubes. I got roses and diaper wipies trying to figure out the best way to get this money to work the right way. But I think that you might have a failure of communication of how many times a multiple can actually be hit up until the multiple gets hit. How many times the tippity test actually do make the multiples. But can I get the eyeballs back on my camel toe YouTube? Can I get the eyeballs back on my camel? Look at that. I've been giggling all day. I've been trying to get buzzed with the back trying to get busy with the busy buzz, with the buzz of the bird feeder. How many douches cabooses? I got worse than the classrooms. Y'all being naughty. I bought my roses off of Teimu for that low, liggity, low price. It's not my fault that y'all bought y'all roses from Walmart's. Well, you might want to get up on Shane's mama's do shoes caboose. Because if you ain't on Shane's mama's do shoes caboose, what are you really doing? Are you even really here? I mean, how you gonna be living in the same liggity life with your boy? And you ain't hitting multiples with this bro. I've given you all the evidence. You over there staying dry as shit like Shane's mama with a zombie coat brand diaper wipey looking like the Sahara Desert. You should probably go get that rose and moisten that money's ups. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chat, y'all? Y'all over there not even knowing how to figure out which way to finger a old chakra when I'm teaching y'all. Y'all ain't even knowing how to hit a multiple with a rose when I'm teaching y'all. Y'all being naughty in your boy's classroom when I'm teaching y'all. Y'all got to get them roses off at Teimu to hit that multiple unless you want your camel toe to look like your boys in the Sahara deserts. And ain't nobody going jiggly wiggly squiggly. Ain't no new in that money. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. I thought that I had thought that the rethought the rethink of the reclaim of how many times it takes to reclaim how much douches caboose I could reclaim out the backside of my backslash before Boney busts out the bone shape before the prehands of how many prehensils and isosceles triangles grandma gonna have to go through before I figure out how many times this rose gonna have to go through the settings before we land on that fifth settings. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get? Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some prank? I love you too, Flocka. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless you thinks that my prehensile organizations are where my pencils are about to spread my graphites at. I'm about to hit home runs with my graphites. You try to swing better. Throw me a strike. Ain't no brains. Ain't no brains. Ain't no brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken chat, y'all? Unless you need to hit a multiples with them roses off of Teimu, then you might want to holler at your boy. Can I get some brains? Hey, Frank. Tell him, Frank. Not in the seer. No. Not in the seer. There's a guy in a dog toy. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken? Eyeballs. Eyeballs up in the chicken chat. Y'all, I don't know how the zoom in of a downtown reach around even happened, but one of them happened. And so what you're saying is that my pencils lead won't lead to graphite, which won't like it's gonna get me a bad answer on my SAT exam. I'm out here trying to get a scholarship, son. I'm trying to win the glory hole, sons. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Thought we was here for whooshies. Yeah, except for Boney's busted off the bone chain. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do right here, right now, Frank? Be looking like a googly-eyed bastard? Try to lick your gooch while Shane's mama's over there all hogging your gooch with the eyeballs on my camel toe? How I get the fast pass to the line of your gooch, Frank? Riddle me that, Batman. I need some of that thiggity thing right on my stank, and my sex rag. Say hello to my sex rag, also known as my nunu. Can I get some brains? Hola, mi amo Z. Good to see you're still breathing. I ain't got no brains. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need some hands up in the chicken chat, y'all. Y'all having a happy. I need some hands up in the chicken chat. Y'all having a happy day. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Maybe once and for most, my diaper wipey might not mop up the floor with. Whoa! I'm not exactly sure they came out the front side, the back side. How many times a busy bus had to make the bus pop out of that thing? I think that asshole behind me talking shit. I think that asshole is Skip. If you think that Skip the way I think that Skip, can I get some skeletons? I need skeletons up in that money. Nothing to see here. No. Nothing to see here at all. There's a guy in a dog toy. Peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. We are under an infiltrations of the amounts of busy butt bees and the meth mites that will spam socks and make the socks pop out the front side of your red stocking. This Justin. Watch out for your red stocking. These busy bud bees are popping out to everybody's douches cabooses. You're gonna want to get you a zombie coat brand typey wipey and start giggling in the morning time. I'm talking about going down, diggity, down, diggity, all the way up to the front side of the tent out by the bedburst, giggling and these meth mites are out here biting you at the necks, at the front side of the balls. We gonna run. We gonna run out of blue balls before the end of this liggity live. If you peekaboo, hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark sides. We try to. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Hands up and then chickity chat. Y'all having a happy day. Cause I feel like I just run butt naked through the backside of a cornfield. Can I get some brains? Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. How many times you ever figure out that you were on the wrong side of a downtown reach around after your contract negotiations with your masseuse expert over at Mama San's Waffle House? Says. Can I get some brains, y'all? Unless y'all ready to throw them hands with Skip, can I get some brains, y'all? Is that really the ratio? Hey, if that's really the ratio, it's a little weird. But if that's really the ratio, I mean, then that's what it really is, huh? 2 times hour. We got about 2 tibbity taps per busted nuts. If you bust your nuts twice, then I get 1 tibbity tap. Who's gonna bust their nut once for me to get 1 tibbity tap? Nobody. You gotta bust your nuts twice, and then I get 1 tibbity tap. You bust your nuts 3 times, I get 1 tibbity tap. You bust your nuts 4 times, I get 1 tibbity tap. All I need to know is that your eyeballs gonna get up in the chickity chat. Cause y'all being naughty. I thought that we had a contract negotiations about how my neck could be Boney's new neck master. Can I get the eyeballs? Straight back on my camo toe. I told y'all could show Boney all wherever you want on my camo toes. Can I get the eyeballs? Y'all being naughty, YouTubes. Y'all acting like Teimu sending them roses for free 99 after I got some lost in the mail. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Can I get the eyeball? Ain't no brains there. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? The Neckmaster that will end all Neckmasters. You could call me. Call me mama, son. Can I get some break? Just don't call me. Call me Shane's mama. Just don't. Can I get some free Shane's up in the chickadee chat, y'all? I need some free Shane. Forget all the nonsense. Forget all the nonsense of how many times that roll's gonna hit that multiples on multiples. I need some free Shane's up in the chickadee chat. I'm close to have a positive Shane interview. Shane about to be free. Free as y'all being naughty, naughty, naughty. YouTube, can I get the eyeballs off of my camel toe? Y'all being naughty, naughty, naughty. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. That's right, free Shane. Maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody, they got some brains. Did you holler at your boy? I'm starving. Second, third, and fifth down unders does exactly equal to the amount of how many times people think that I'm a vampire. If you think I'm a vampire, pull Boney out and see how I can suck the protein out of that money. It's naughty, naughty, naughty. YouTube, can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Y'all being naughty, 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 YouTube. I thought that my chicken was about to burst my piggly wiggly squiggly. Next thing I know, my piggly wiggly squiggly trying to burst nosy. And then I'm all plugged in. Can I get the eyeballs back on my camel toe YouTube? I told you that I thought that a downtown reach around for $3.99 was way too cheap on that low, liggity, low price. You know what Nosy says? Nosy says, let me find them multiples. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Y'all thinking that Nosy don't know about the amount of times that Nosy knows how many times he gonna hit multiples. Y'all already know that sounding like Skip. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Nosy knows about too many times about a downtown retail round being naughty. I thought that we were gonna figure out how many times I gotta get a finger in the front side of my baby wifey before we said nosy to the back side. I thought we were gonna do downtown reach arounds before we had to do sciences. Turns out we got America's test chickens. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. If y'all having a happy day, can I get the eyeballs straight back down on the camel toe? Look at that money. The parallel congruencies. How many times these multiples on multiples can be hit without average science and algebras. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Hola, mi amor Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Y'all being naughty schoolgirls. Nippy slippy in the playgrounds. Don't mind if I do. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Hola, mi amor Z. Welcome back to the dark side. My gator bait be stinking, stickety, stinking worse than my grandma's stank bait. My stank bait be stinking worse than my alligator's front side of his deuce caboose. How you think I hunt these crocs? I got rapey ass wallabies trying to be Nosy's neckmasters. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Y'all ain't trying to get the. Can I get the eyeballs up to where Nosy goes? To where Nosy knows all the thiggity things. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Oh, so there you go. This inconclusive for serious notes. I mean, the paint's almost washed all the way off. My teepee rolls. Ain't nobody gonna rip 'em off my chesticles. If it's anybody's, it's going to be me. I'ma have guntheria, diarrhea out the mouths while I shit that money out my mouth on Shane's mama's chesticles. Why you think her areolas look smaller than average? Diddy shockers. Shout out Bulldog. Roo, roo. Get off my lawn. Roo, roo. We all hail King Monkey Paws. This is the dark side. We the banana family. Any motherfucker up in this bitch. Can I get a roo roo? I'm gonna leave it at that. These dirty rotten cunt muffins don't wanna fuck with my twat waffles. My twat waffles got multiple syrups, and all my syrups include gonosyphilitis, herpes, gonorrheas, and how many times my sex rag gonna clean them up. Let me know if you like that old shocker, that new shocker, that nanner shocker. How many times that little birdie shocker be hitting them new news? Hell yeah, y'all. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Oh, peekaboo. Oh, we scared him away. Peekaboo, this is the dark side. If you thought you were not supposed to get scared away, this is where you will post the avapaz, the Nerf bullets for that reconstructive facial surgeries. Ain't no brains here. What up, Charles? Charles, your mom stays so dry. Every time I eat her out, I end up with kitty litter in my fucking mouth. Why is your mom so dry, Charles? Your mom is dry as shit. Like, I would rather eat out her asshole. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless anybody wants to eat out Charles's mom's uh holes, any one of her holes. All of her holes suck. Like you dive down that motherfucker and you feel like Santa Claus. All you ending up with is a whole bunch of charcoal. She's spinning them Maddie custom bubbles. You might as well put a little bit of rope and hope that that money's grow freaking shards at the end of the month in the hole that you send that money down the backside. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amor. Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Ain't no brains here. My diaper wipey be staying extra dry, just like Charles's mom's mouth. And then you try to shove Boney in the front side and Boney going missing. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? How many times Charles' mom's gotta chew on my avapaz? I don't know. There's no refunds here, Charles' moms. Ain't no brains here. Maybe know somebody. Oh no. Oh no. Nosy knows how many times Charles' mom likes to hit multiples. Charles' mom likes to hit multiples more than any y'all think that you know how many times gravity gonna win against my chesticles. That's why we gotta throw them shockers and blockers, y'all. Throw them shockers and blockers. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Jealous your boy. We're starving. That's right. Nosy knows. Nosy knows all them thiggity things. If you don't think Nosy knows, you might not be enough and be a part of a be a naughty schoolgirl, says. Do I need detentions? Or do I not? How bad have I been in class? Let me know. I think that Nosy thinks that I've been very bad. I think that Nosy knows what I've been doing with my socks in the bathroom underneath the front side of my diaper. White bees, though. I am. I live in a tent down by the river. Um, Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Welcome to the front side of the tent down by the ripper. I call this these big ass, small ass storage units. Also, where I include to sell my hustle muscle. If you need a little bit of hustle muscle on that look at it, low price, you might want to get down there to these big ass, small ass storage units. Cause I'm gonna throw you a whatever kind of shocker Richard's wife spins on the wheel. It's time to eat a free tasty treat and guess the color. While you spin the wheel, what color are we gonna land on, Frank? Is that black? It landed on black a couple times when you weren't here, Frank. Well, it landed on pink. There's your color of that beef sleeve. You get more pink and stink if you throw a beef sleeve. If you only throw one beef sleeve, you probably not gonna get that super stink. But Richard's wife encouraged y'all to throw that beef sleeve a couple times, unless you want to premium that money with that rose. I mean, throw that rose, a new and a beef sleeve. I mean, there ain't no denying that money's. You're gonna have to get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all. Eyes up. What in the hell's going on here? Is this a failure to communicate? I thought that I was tired of all these zombies up on this infiltrated lands that we call. Hola, mi amo Z. I'm from planet Earth. Where are you from? Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. That's right. Lock up the chains, throw away the keys, and throw away the beef sleeves. Because there ain't no way that your mom is ever going to go to sleep again unless I throw her that beef sleeve. Her beef sleeves be hitting multiples. Why you think my arms is dripping and I got a fur coat on? I mean, I'm wearing pleather and I also got a freaking condom right on my face mouth. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. That's right. That's right. Kamala Harris is my mom and Joe Biden is my dad. I promise to trust you for the injustices of the humanitarianisms of how many systems is that there is. That my mom's and my dad's gonna protect us for the uh you know wait, they ain't gonna be breathing. Ain't no brains here. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. How many times you ever finger out how many fingers you do finger into a downtown reach around the them fingers? Don't be fingering that monies the right ways until you figure out the best way to finger that monies until you figure out that the old shaka be birthday eyeballs up in the chicken. Y'all starting to figure out how many times a row's gonna hit a multiples. I did not know that this was the time that we were gonna be on. I thought that we were gonna talk about political situations and how many times political policies is gonna not add up to hitting multiples, which is not worth our time at the time of the day of how many times you gotta pay the taxes for the tax man to pay the tax before the tax comes back off the backsplash. Can I get some break? How many times you gotta how many tariffs are we gonna have to pay for the infiltrations before we could get these roses for that low liggity low price once against America's. Can I get some price? I need to tell y'all, I am a Presidente and I'm trying to hit you on the multiples. I'm trying to get y'all them avocado nerve bullets for that low liggity low price. I am a Presidente. I ain't getting no brains. Maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that got some brains. Could y'all let your boy? I'm starving over here. I will get professional help as soon as you sit with your ass to my mouth. Can I get some brains, y'all? Maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this rose from my hemorrhoid into my mouth without getting the suction cup. And then I gotta call it my Reese's peanut butter cup, though. I be keep calling these monies my Reese's peanut butter cup. But the next thing you know, my prolapse pop out the backside of my backsplash looking like a male kangaroo with two bonies. Bony pulls out the bone chain. Oh, by the way, I bet you didn't know Boney busts off the bone chain. Oh, by the way, I bet you didn't know Boney busts off the bone chain while my Rose is trying to hit multiples on multiples with his roses off a Teimu in the next. Oh, by the way, I bet you didn't know Boney busts off the bone chain. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Could I get the eyeballs up in the chicken chat, y'all? Olá, minha mãozinha. If you thiggity, that you're gonna put any one of these things up in your spiggity, bang, biggity, bang. You might want to try to play peekaboo with my pro last, cause my pro last got his own zippity zip code. I'm telling you, you think that you could just slickety slap the backside of my backsplash and not have to have a have one of them big ass bag plan. But I'm talking about a big ass bag plane. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? Y'all being naughty, and it's time to get class in session, sons. When are you gonna go and sit on my sex rag, though? I got my, I got my beers ready. I mean, hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. I'm just wondering how long it's gonna take you to sit on my sex rag, son. Can I get some brain? Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. I'm just wondering how long it's gonna take to get you to sit on my sex rag, son. Can I get some eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Nosy knows. 9 out of 72 players in the participations of the anticipation stations will lose due to the chickity chat, y'all. Questions about what? And yes. No, it's not my life story. Nosy will tell you my life story. And where I found him. And he'll also tell you how many times he's gonna hit multiples prior to like the rest of the stuff shooting out. Thank you for your question. I think. I ain't doing no laps. I prolapse. Free tasty treats. Guess the color. Why eat a free tasty treat? Well, we landed on green. It was green this time, Frank. Nosy knows that green is the official color of the free tasty treats. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody that got some brains. I don't have Obama plans. I got an Obama phone. I know it's rigged, Richard. Just like that beef sleeve rigged to make your wife bust multiples on multiples. Can I get some brains? What are you talking about? I am from the USA. Yes. Hola, mi amo Z. I'm from planet Earth. Where are you from? And do you like to clean up your sex with your sex rag? Because I clean my sex up with my sex rag. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Canada, where's everybody at? If anybody from Canada or somewhere like foreign that ain't the United States, let us know down under. We trying to figure out the best way to downtown reach around for me to communicate to y'all. Do I gotta speak France? Like I'll speak France. I got a lot of French fries. My diaper wipey stays moist, y'all. How do I keep my diaper wipey drenched? How do I keep nosy hitting them multiples in your own language? I need to have my sex cumber clean up with my sex rag makes a mess all the time. Let me know down unders, y'all. Maybe know somebody that got a better sex rate than your boy. Let's clean that monies up. Cause I got these zombie co-brand diaper wipies. And Nosy knows that I like hitting multiples. I ain't gonna quit with once. I ain't gonna quit it twice. If I even gotta hire an avapaz, I'll do that, monies. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Straight to my sex right, cause I'm about to do a downtown reach around on one that he ain't never gonna forget. I'm about to be the new lickety lead cook over there at the Waffle House. I'm about to get some of that Section 8 duct tape from the post office, son. Can I get the eyeballs? I thought that we were gonna be having a naughty schoolgirl day. Turns out y'all being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains. You holler at your boy. I'm starving over here. How many times? How many times I have tried to stay dry. I have tried to keep my moisture levels down. Flocka is even talking about getting a humidifier or a dehumidifier to take all the moisture out of the air so that Boney will never be moist again. How do we do these tickety tickety things, chickety chickety chat? Let your boy know down unders. Unless you all being naughty, get the eyeballs up. My avapad said y'all being naughty. Avapad said y'all being naughty. Can I get the eyeballs? I thought that my schoolgirls days was over. Turns out I got a couple lessons to learn. Sit on my sex rag and teach me, daddies. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Naughty. You think that I didn't see you being naughty. I'll hit you with my ovipositor before my ovipositor knows how many times you be naughty. Ain't no brains here. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. The moisture levels are going through the roof of the 10-town by the Ripper. I got the forecast here. Listening to your boy right here. I got the forecast levels. My moisture levels are going through the chain. Why you think I gotta wear a diaper wipey? Why you think I gotta keep eyeballs on my thiggity things? Why I gotta keep constantly telling y'all to stop being naughty? Not y'all getting my avocados that are really excited. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity check, y'all? I thought that my biggity buzz was done. Turns out my rose was only first starting to hit multiples. Multiples. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get some brains? Chickity check, y'all. Turns out the best way to make crab raccoons, y'all, is to grab them crabs and throw them straight, losing the gravity in the front side of your divey wipey. No lies. I'm telling you, you want clam slams, you want cream cheese, you want peekaboos. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity check, y'all? Hola, mi amo Z. How many times you have a positive and backfire on you like a bad Milwaukee saw, like a bad muffler that you already took the catalytic converter around on the front side of the Menards where you were trying to sell Edie's ice cream when you already gave all the Edie's ice cream away to Mika the Tweaker up in the parking lot, son. I do this for real. I'm outside. I am the Banana King. We the Banana Family. This is the dark side. Hola, mi amo Z. Finger fuck that sub bell. And after you get done with that, tell me who's your daddy. Peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains, y'all? Hola, mi amo Z. That's right. We running for El Presidente of the dark side once again. Look at my nip slips. My nipples is hard. My nipples is super hard. You gonna try to find another El Presidente candidate with nipples harder than your boy? Probably not. Hard pressed to find that monies. Peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. I ain't got no brains. You maybe know somebody that got some brains. Cause y'all, that's your boy. We trying to throw Richard's wife all the beef sleeves. I'm telling y'all, Shane gonna come get interviewed by your boy. I already talked to him today. His mama sat on my face while I was congruently incongruence concluding the dots to be the I's and the T's and the thiggity thing to get the interview to be concluded. And Shane's mama spat on my face with her A to my M. Why do you think my breath smells like this? Peekaboo. Maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? I know that I look like just a regular googly eyed bastard to y'all, but can I get the eyeballs? Ooh, but damn. My camel toe though, son. My camel toe be hitting multiples like that old shocker. Like that nanner shocker. Like that beef sleeve Richard's wife loves so much. And when you gonna sit on my sex rag, son? Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that got some brains. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? Y'all going straight down on a downtown reach around on some boy, huh? Y'all ready to go to Louis? Y'all ready to go bonkers all the way off of how many times I can get a little bit extra steak for $3.99 when I got to give Boney a little bit of extra liggity love up in this liggity lie. Y'all tippity tap it so much that grandma needs the eyeballs straight on the camel toe. Look at that panoramic view. Look. I've been working hard in the morning time. My moose knuckle looks like Chuck Boy's face. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. My camel toe looking just like Shaboy's face. Well, that's looking a little bit moist. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, they got some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. I think it's ticket time. We eat a free tasty treat and guess the color. Let's see a free tasty treat and guess that color, y'all. We landed on a color red. I think that you know that I know that they know that I know that you know that I know that they know that that color red equals the color that is here multiples with that rose of a Teimu, son. These roses of a Teimu be hitting that multiples on multiples for the educational purposes of the children's and grandmas everywhere's. You ain't the plug, my plug. Just cause I ain't wearing no necklaces, now y'all gonna claim me the plug. Cause I mean, I don't even think I had any paint on my face really. Y'all gonna claim me the plug? I need somebody to sub. I need somebody to sub. I need to see a thiggity thing. If y'all down with your boy, where y'all thinking you down with your boy, any one of y'all, can I get a sub? Yeah, you're my plug's plug, huh? I ain't gonna sub to myself. That's lame. Like, the fuck? Well, I just dropped my plug on my plug chain. That's why I don't do these thiggity things. Yeah, gravity for sure. I mean, I do feel like all the wash out my face pretty much. So that's pretty good. I've an average everyday little thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I guess it started with guys' pies, and I was ending with this thing, and now I still ain't got no paint on my face. So, I mean, I feel like, do you need a downtown reach around cowboy? Cause I got a nippy slippy. Right here's the. You need a cowboy, like. I got my goggles on. I don't even need to see your face. You just do whatever you want. I mean, can I get some brains? Ain't no brains. Here you maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody. They got some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. I'm starving over here. It's peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. How many times it take you for an El Wushy before you figure out that the El Wushy cushy does not provide more cushy for the pushies? You end up with bruises on your hip bones. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know somebody. They got some brains. I'm bony as shit. Anytime I bang a bony bitch, I end up with bony with a bone bruise. Bruises all over Shaboy. Bruises on her back. Bruises on her back splash. That why you think I need a little more cushy for the pushy tushies? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Alright, hell yeah, y'all. Good night, y'all. Thank you guys for laughing and tibbity tapping with your boy. I do apologize for missing. I was gonna try to hit tickety TikToks today, but uh life happens and tiggity things. Thank you guys for laughing and tibbity tapping. This is the dark side. Anybody that finger fucks that sub bell or whatever the fuck it is over here? Fuck yeah. As always, I mean, keep breathing. I mean, like for real. I can't encourage that enough today, right now. Keep breathing, y'all. Like, for real, keep breathing. Uh, it's a fun little journey we're on. I understand we have funny games. We do fun stuff over here. And it's a lot of fun times, but, you know, now there ain't no pain on face. I'm looking at the camera like, uh, shit's real. Thank you guys so much for laughing and tibbity tapping and all the time and all the stuff of you know, I asked for 10 seconds. Ain't nothing else I could ask for in 10 seconds. Y'all motherfuckers crazy as motherfucking crazy as shit I could ever fucking expect. Thank you guys so much for laughing and tibbity tapping. Until next time, y'all. Remember, keep the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat. Unless you keep the eyeballs down on my camel toe and keep breathing. Ain't no brains. Keep the